Welcome, Watchers of Illusion, to my Castle of Confusion. Yes, indeed, back again with another arcade game. One you may or may not have heard of, Biomechanical Toy. Which, I've not actually played this before, so it's kind of a first impressions review type scenario. It's a run and gun, and was released in 1995. So there you go. Never had a home release so far, but it is due out on the Evercade arcade system, home system I should say, at some point in the near future, if it's not already been released. So there you go. Anyway, there's just something about arcade games, isn't there? And why these things didn't get released to home systems, I guess it's popularity. But who knows? Who knows? Anyway, so the idea is that you're going to traverse through this world of, well, toys and blast the crap out of everything because you can. That's pretty much it. So graphically, it's quite nice. I quite like this. The main character is a bit of a dude, a bit of a greaser, but it works. He's got his pistols there. You can see I have 2 lives, and I also have a very depleted energy bar, actually, so I'm probably going to die here. Gotta think I've got to kill this guy to get through here by the look of things. But it's very pretty. Some nice scrolling as well. Very, very smooth scrolling, and some nice background stuff going on as well. All good. All good. So it's actually quite fun so far. I like that. You know, games should be fun. Games should be fun. And if you're going to be pumping money into an arcade, you want it to be fun because, you know, it is money. Time is money, friend. So it's all so far so good. It's a bit of a good fun little jaunt through Toyland. Yes. Oh, dear me. Alright, so it's checkpoint based on respawn. So that's cool. Oh, you can jump on their heads. That's interesting. Because that's never been done before. But it's alright. It is what it is. It is an arcade game and it is good fun. The controls are very tight as well, which is left, right, up and down, and you can shoot in all directions apparently, which I didn't realise you could do before. I'm going to do a lot of jumping because I can. I tend to panic button push, which is not great, I suppose. Now, this is spitting out balloons. I don't know if the balloons are any good. I don't know whether they give you points. You can get like new bullets and guns and stuff like that as well by the looks of things, which is always a good thing. Oh, is this this looks like an end of level boss type thing? Well, it's got an energy bar, so I'm guessing it is. You get power-ups as you go along. You can see there that I had some bananas and it replenished some of my energy, which is always a nice thing to do. I don't know what it is with fruit. I mean, I suppose the games are trying to keep people on the healthy route, I guess. Wonder Boy, that was another one. Used to eat a lot of fruit. So, yeah. Games. Keeping you healthy, or at least subliminal messages to keep you healthy while you play. Why not have a snack? Why not have a banana or an apple as you play your video games? Why not? Indeed. Anyway. Oh, and there we go. Do I have to plop? Ah! Pop goes the weasel. There you go. So, so far so good. That was quite a good level. And now we're getting whisked away in a big mouth. Interesting. Okay, so it is level based, and you can see. And now we're in Chess Valley. So that's cool. And this... Oh, that's not nice. A homicidal... whatever that is. Oh, I can't even outrun it. Ah, I'm stuck. I'm going to die. There you go. It's probably best just to do that anyway. But if you see these crates, you can unlock those by shooting at them. And then you get a variety... I'm guessing that's a smart bomb. I haven't actually worked out how to use that yet, but we may or might need to. Anyway, lots of cool little characters here as well. I like the bosses, and I like the different mob types as well. It's not just the same things over and over again, which is always a nice thing. It's a tiny little person. So yeah, it's got a lot of aspects. I like the main character though. He's a pretty cool dude. I do like that a lot. And these little punchy castles and stuff, it just all adds to it. And now we've got pterodactyls, because why not? Because I remember playing with those on the chessboard. Never mind. So, yeah, controls are great, the graphics are nice, and the sound's cool too. You've got a nice soundtrack as you're going through it. And you've got all the gun sound effects, and I've got a genie now for some reason. I don't know what that actually does. Does that protect me? I don't know. It doesn't seem to be doing anything. Apart from rubbing one out. Excuse the expression. He's got his lamp in his hand. He's throwing out genies of his own. Somehow. But, yeah, this one's... I'm always trying to bring you guys things that you might not have seen before. So I'm hoping this is one of those ones that you haven't maybe seen in the arcades before. Maybe it's one that this is the first time, like myself, that you haven't seen before. What I try and do is look at game names and think, actually, that looks like something that could be really obscure. So sometimes it's good to bring some light onto the games that never got the justice that they deserve. And wasps, let's kill all of them. So yeah. It's a good game. It is a good game. And it's a very good run and gun with some very good cartoony graphics, which I really like. And the gameplay's good too. So that brings us on to playability. Well, it's absolutely there, isn't it? So these balloons aren't dropping anything. Boo. You've got everything you need. You've got guns. You've got shooting. You've got toys that need to be shot. You've got... good scrolling, you've got a great atmosphere with the music and the sound, you've got pretty much everything you need to do, and I've just had that horribly impaled into my chest. Lovely. But yeah, it is overall, it is a good game, and replay value is certainly there. You're going to want to come back to this, you want to get further into the game, and try and complete it, as you do. And if you're trying to think about where you can get this game from, well, the emulator is MAME, Multiple Arcade Machine Emulator, so have a go. I can't tell you where to get the ROMs from, but MAME does have its own website, so you can go and get that. But a little bit of googling and you should be able to find yourself a MAME ROM set fairly easily. Anyway, obviously that's a bit taboo, I can't really talk too much about that, but there you go. But yes, this is a great game and it's well worth having a go at. If you like this kind of game, it will be right up your street. Fighty, shooty, platformy type thing. That was really nasty. So age rating's any because there's no blood involved. It's, it's just a good old-fashioned arcade game. So, any age that you want to play on this is going to be suitable. Bloody hell, those things hit hard. Okay, and there's lots of them. There we go. So certain levels, certain barriers need to be destroyed by defeating a certain amount of enemy types. So there we go. So if you find yourself stuck, try shooting things until they die, and then hopefully you'll find the way forward is unlocked. Here's another one of those castle dudes. I really like these guys. They're really cool, except for when they do that. Yeah. Make sure you get the checkpoints as well, which are those little wavy flags, because you're going to be using them a lot. It's not an easy game, I will tell you, but it's actually good fun. Good, wholesome arcade fun, and that's what we like. If you're feeling a bit down, shoot some toys, but you can do it in the safety of your own screen, so to speak. But yeah, there you go. But yes, I'm really pleased to be back and bringing you guys some new content finally. So I'm a bit more with it at the moment, so hopefully things will carry on in this vein. I've got another game coming up, another arcade game coming up for you, hopefully in the next couple of days. I hope you enjoy the arcade games. I haven't given the arcades much love actually on the channel lately, so I thought it was about time that we had a little bit of a look through and see what we could do. What's your favourite arcade game of all time? So I know, because it's interesting. I think one of mine is Final Fight. It's one of those games. Final Fight, Street Fighter 2 and Mortal Kombat 2 were probably my top arcade games at the time, because those are the only ones I really got to play properly. It's been suggested that I do a top 10 of stuff. So actually I'm thinking about doing a top 10 games that I grew up with across all systems. So that's arcade, Spectrum and all that kind of jazz. That will be coming at some point. I've got to put it all together. And I've also got to think about which 10 games I'm going to be doing, because it's really hard to pick just 10 games. So it might have to be a multi-part thing, but it'll be an initial 10 games that I played when I was younger, or, my top 10 from way back when, that kind of thing. So, yeah, I will be getting on to that at some point in the near future, so keep a lookout for that. Also, I might be doing a feature called Arcades Through the 80s. which is something I did a long time ago, but I'm going to redo it, brand new, rehash it for the channel. It's not a talk over thing, it is a music video type affair, but it'll highlight some of the best games from the 80s all the way up to the 90s. So, that's something else. Projects I've got in my mind. There we go. But until then, my friends, I will bid you a farewell, because this game's irritating me now. But until I see you again, my friends, you keep it retro, and as usual, it's bye for now. Bye then!